Let's put some hood struts on the Jeep Gladiator so we don't have to screw with this thing anymore. I'm always worried about this breaking up here anyway, and then this is just going to be kind of freewheeling under here. So what I've got, I bought some red line tuning hood struts. Let's pull them out, see what's in here. These things have always been very good for me in the past. They come with everything that you need, including instructions. There we go, which you're not going to need if you watch this video. So what we've got, a couple of brackets for the hood. These are no drill, by the way. And a couple of brackets for the inside of the bay area. And then we have the gorgeous red line tuning black. I always go with black hood struts. So let's go ahead and get them installed. First things first, it is easier to just put the hood all the way back. And of course you can do that with a Jeep Gladiator. I did put a towel up there to stop the two paint surfaces from impacting. And interestingly, they have these little nubs in the hood, which I would have thought went against the windshield when you put the hood up. But as you can see, they're not even close. Your hood is going to lay on top of the paint up above the window. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to remove this bolt, and you may hear a little bit of crackling. I've heard that before, kind of the metal pulling away. It's kind of stuck under there a little. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. And we're going to take the left hand or driver's side bracket, which is labeled number 28. I don't know if you can see that there, but it's number 28, and it's going to fit just like this over that existing bolt. Now, when you put this on, you want to push the end with the nub on it against this piece of metal and pull the bottom part rather towards you to make sure it sits in there properly the way it's supposed to. It's really not very tight, I'll tell you that. There's that little crackling noise I was talking about. Pull that screw out. Then place your bracket in like so. Let's go ahead and get this puppy threaded in there a little bit, and then we'll tighten it down. Again, pushing the ball against the metal and pulling the other one away. So don't tighten it too tight that you can't move it a little, I guess, before you really crank on it. There are no torque specs for this that I saw, so I'm not really going to be too concerned about that. Just going to kind of pull it with my hand like so, and then when I tighten, I'll put some pressure on that ball to push it against the thing. I don't know if it really matters that much, but they tell you to do it, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm just going to kind of hand tighten this. You don't want to go, it feels like you really could strip this out, so I wouldn't go nuts. It wasn't that tight to begin with. Maybe just about like that, that's it. Going to do the same thing on the other side. That's good. Now we move on to the struts, or the holders up on the top. They are going to go in these slots that are up here, and they're right behind the insulation right here. They kind of fit right in that slot you can see there. Should be pretty easy to do, I think. Now, you want to be careful though, because I have done this. What I'm talking about, these little bars are going to slip in that slot, and you want to make sure that you have one screw in there well enough so that this slot doesn't fall off, because obviously if it does, and I've done this, it's going to slide right down into the hood. You're never going to see it again. So I'm going to go ahead, get those mounted in, and then we'll be ready to put the struts themselves on. Pretty easy project.
All right, we've got them on both sides. Pretty simple to do. The directions state take the bottom bolt out, or screw, and then The top one, you want to have the end of the threads even with the bracket that goes in the slot under the bolt, the screw. Slip it in there and just twist the bracket, slip it in, twist it back, and then put the bottom bolt in. Now, you may notice you have the piece of trim here. It can go right back over the top, just like so, and it's the same on the other side. Or you can trim it if you want. I'm not going to trim it. I think it fits on there rather well. So, next up, we have to
put the struts on. The struts, if you notice in the picture here, there's always some controversy on this. The big part, the fat part here, goes at the top, and the thin part goes at the bottom.
All right, let's go ahead and put the struts on. One thing I want to note, Redline, since I did this the last time, has changed their design a little bit. Notice it has a red little push-in thing on the bottom. These didn't used to be there. You used to have to jam a screwdriver under there and gently try to pry up on this little spring. Now, if you want to take these off, you push that up, pulls the spring up, which releases it from the ball. Does not have the same thing, interestingly, on the other side. You do have to stick a screwdriver in this slot, pry this up gently. You don't want to pop it off or it's going to go flying. Make sure you're wearing eye protection if you do that. Just a note. So let's go ahead again, fat part on the top, skinny part on the bottom. You just kind of want to rock these on. You don't want to force them straight on, so you kind of want to
rock them back and forth. They actually fit on there very, very easily. Now, let's go ahead, grab the other side. And the only reason I'm doing the bottoms first is because that's how the directions showed it. I don't know if it really matters, to be honest, but we're going to follow what the directions say to do. So again, fat part on the top. Let's put the bottom on. Just kind of roll it on there. It's really very, very simple to do. That's it. Now, obviously, they're not going to fit on the hood like that, so I'm going to have to go back to the push rod, or the rod rather, one more time. We'll lower the hood, and then I imagine I'm going to have to lift the hood up a little bit. I usually use my shoulder because these usually raise the hood a little bit higher than what the rod does. So let's get the hood back down, and then we'll connect it up. Little tip for you real quick. Notice I don't have the hood in the slot. Because when I'm under there trying to finagle this, I don't want it to catch in here while I'm just ready to snap it in. Now I have to start all over. So I just kind of propped it up here on the edge so that I can move the hood while I'm doing this. Let's go ahead. We're going to start, I think, on the passenger side. Same process or procedure. You just kind of want to roll this puppy on there. And you do have to turn it a little bit. Unscrew it or screw it, I don't know, just to make sure it fits. And it is just a little bit low. So, and now the rod is even more in the way. Fortunately, the Jeep's hood is pretty darn light, so pretty easy to maneuver, except this damn rod. Wow, it's going to be complicated. The rod, that is. Make sure you can find it, and then just kind of rock it on. Just like that. Now we're supported by the strut, so who cares about the rod? Let's do the other side. Same procedure, of course. We're going to rotate this so that it lines up with the ball. And it is just a little lower. The hood's really not going to be that much higher, I don't think, than the rod would have had it. This one's being a little more... There we go. A little more persnickety. That's it. So let's go ahead and get rid of this, never to use it again. Although I could see taking this to a shop, and because of habit, they put the hood up and then go ahead and pull that thing down anyway. And as luck would have it, I bet it would break. Who knows? So now we need to see if it actually works. We're going to raise and lower it a few times just to kind of break it in a little bit. Don't know if you really need to, but there's the hood down. Look at that. Isn't that freaking awesome? Let's do it again. I could probably just do this all day, you know. Now let's make sure the hood closes. I don't think I have anything laying in here, hopefully. Side's good, that side's good, and your hood is closed. Now, when you need to get under it for some reason, like say to check your oil or change your oil, you just release it, and that's what you get. Pretty awesome little mod. It's pretty simple. I think it's like $100. I'll leave a link down below for it if you want to check it out. I love these things. I've had them on several vehicles. I think every truck I've had, actually. They're on the Tacoma out there right now. If you have a Tacoma, they make them for those too. Just a cool little thing to put on. A very simple mod. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you have these on yours? I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.